Hey everyone, this is Chef, back with some more Terraformers. I have been meaning to stream Terraformers for some time, but between Project Zomboid streams, Guild Wars 2, YouTube videos, and general real-life chaos, it's been difficult to find the time. So I figured, if I really wanted to just knock the rest of the game out, wrap everything up, why not just record it? It's a lot easier for me to find time to record rather than find time to actually go live and stream and do all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. The last 6, optimistically, episodes of Terraformers are all just going to be local recordings. And if we lose any of the levels at Mastery 45, there might be more than 6. But to get started here on 38 or whatever we're on expansion. So what's important on expansion is water, food, for growing. We need to found 7 cities, something like that, and titanium, and power for robot hubs and general expansion and tile claiming. So we've got both robotic and growth to start, which is pretty nice, and I really wish that I could see the map that we're on, so I know if we have easy access to water, which would make robotic better, or if we have easy access to titanium, which would make growth better. But since we don't, I feel like power is usually the thing that gates us the hardest, although I do kind of hate, well, actually maybe Robot Ingenuity Center isn't that bad. I'm going to take Robotic. I've never really used Robot Ingenuity Center, and maybe it's good. Plus, we got the water we were looking for. So that's decent. I think it's really hard to turn down Gustav when we've got this nice robot synergy going on so far. Despite the fact that Thomas would give us mine resources, which is also really good early, I really think that if we just lean into robots and we have one robot mega city that we can put the Ingenuity Center in, we're going to be in a pretty good place. So we're going to go with that, and then we're going to get exploring. We're going to find some water, we're going to set up our initial power. Our initial layout is probably going to look something like this. And then we'll do house 2, house 3. Power's going to go over here, and then this will be food. This will be food, soil factory, food. So that's going to be our initial layout. And I don't want to play this robot hub immediately, because we may end up not needing it if we get some early food caches and some early supplies. Although that said, if I just build it right now, I can get this aquifer and I could get the silicates, and it would be nice to have some incoming resources. So maybe we will do that right now. Head out here, mine this aquifer, start working our way towards first food production. Now I would really like to take a tritium thermo generator, and I'd also really like to take a tuber farm, and a laboratory wouldn't be that bad. So I probably don't need to innovate here given that I want everything in front of me. How is your nitrates for us to access right now? Rather difficult. And tritium, we have no clue. So even though the lab is the least valuable of the 3 buildings here, I think it's the building that we could build the fastest, conceivably, and so it's probably the one that we're going to take. The sooner we can get those kinds of buildings down, the better off I think we'll be, and I really just want to make sure that I'm jump-starting this economy. So our next 2 explorations are probably going to be nitrate and nitrate, and we'll hope that at least one of those gives us 3 instead of 2. A second laboratory we're unlikely to need. I don't know where we're going to get the nitrates from for a tuber farm, but I guess we gotta take it. And I do know where we're going to get the water from for a greenhouse farm, so I guess we're going to take that. There's our +3 nitrates. Once we get the satellite, we can hit this, and then we can also just dump our 10 water into a field right now, start working on our food to found city 2, 3, 4, etc. Here's our trade route. Here's a nice robot hub. I'm really concerned that we're not taking tritium thermo generators, but we haven't found tritium. So there's really no point in doing it. I would rather have the expansion. I would rather have the nitrates, and that'll let us put down our lab. So these tiles are spoken for, this is spoken for. Here, here, and here are really the only 3 tiles we have available to us for random buildings. Oh, of course. Yeah, we can skip that. We can just go here then, and that's fine. We'll get a little bit of our initial science production on the go. And I feel like we could probably safely trade away a silicate for the sake of a titanium to work towards a robot hub so we could grab a couple more tiles, maybe find something interesting. You we don't need. You're a really bad power building, so I don't want to take you. I think this might be the first turn that we innovate on, because I don't want to take any of these 3 buildings. And then we'll just hope we find something good in here. Like a household robot dispatch center's fine. It'll synergize well with our robots eventually. But just taking more robots is also really good. There's my exploration satellites. I honestly may innovate again this turn. Where it's 0 nitrate, so I can satellite you. Also get a nice cache out of it. Titanium's pretty bad too, but we only know where 2 small hints of titanium are right now. I do think this is going to be another innovate turn, but I can't do this forever. And I guess I would take a really speculative long-term resonance station. We're not going to be building that for some time, but I'll take it now. Robot hub seems fine. We can definitely explore this turn. Grabbing empty hexes would be great in case a launchpad shows up. So I think we'll probably grab this titanium so that we can build this robot hub. I'm just going to get this rock out of the way now because we're a little power flush. And then grab you as an empty tile. And how do you look as a potential city location? You're full of rocks. But look at all this tritium. So we want to get down here and start exploring. That's for sure. It's our first rising expectations. That's going to take us to -12, which isn't great, but we definitely want to start taking these tritium thermo generators, because we are about to get quite a bit of tritium. That's going to put us at +5, and I'm actually going to switch you onto this, because next turn we should be able to grab tritium and build that. But support is going to be an issue, and we're going to have to find a solution to that relatively soon. Raises maximum amount that cities can have by 6. I'm not sure we're going to use that or not. High capacity research computers could be good. Nanotube water filters is probably not going to be good. So we are going to be building a lot of cities, which means we're probably not going to have a lot of space for actual houses. But we also want to build robots, and robots also contribute to the building cap. So I don't think advanced city planning is going to be great, whereas high capacity research computers, if we do get some nice project proposal synergies, it could be quite good. So I think high capacity research computers is going to have better upside. And then I also think bus station is just going to be great. We don't want to build it right now because we want to save that tritium. But I think later on, we're going to be very happy we have that. Also, this needs to be a city. Man, look at all the resources we have here. I want to check here and I want to check here to make sure they're not better. But you've got titanium, tritium, and water. That's going to be a really nice city spot. So we'll come back up here, give me my second tritium thermo generator. And then after this, we've really got to find somewhere where support will come from. This will be 2 support for every mine. So it'd be +4 support. It's not great, and it does use up a lot of our titanium. But we might need to. Just to keep us alive for the time. So you're going to go here, and eventually you're going to get bulldozed, but I'll just leave you there, and we'll find more titanium. Don't worry about that. Gustav, you've done fine. This is, God, like bad support, but is technically support. Yeesh. Would I take it over Misha? You know, I might. Beatrix is looking not terrible at higher difficulties, and our research center is pretty good. So I would really like to get a treatment center down as a temporary building, because that's going to make people just that little bit happier. We'll put it here, and then eventually we'll replace it with a soil factory. And then next turn, we'll build the Barbier building, and we'll put it here, because eventually that's going to get replaced with another support building. Then we'll turn you into one science, because we don't need you. And that should mostly fix things up for us. +1 silicates for every 3 mines. That won't be necessary. I'll just take a farm, if you don't mind. And then let's take a look at these potential city locations. You have an anomaly and 4 natural sites. That's really good. You have rocks. You have rocks. So this, if we make a city here, it's going to need a train station. Because we're going to go here, bus station here, train station here. But that's fine, because the water is the least important of them, and we have the bus station already. So I think we're going to go... Oh, we need to explore, of course. Alright, we're going to need a way to turn our 2 on that, but when we do it, it's going to be very good. And then here... I don't want to make more robots. I want to save the robots for here, so that I have these tiles expansions. Although, if I did put it down now, I would get +1 science out of it, which would get us closer to this bacteria spreader. Yeah, I'll do it. I will. I'll do it. I'm not a coward. +1 science is going to be pretty good for us. It's going to get us to research center. It's going to get us to bacteria spreader. I think that's okay. 20 support for every population is 20 support. Double research production at our current production is not that good, so we're going to celebrate past achievements. We're going to take a school, because this is mostly free and we really want the science production, and the rest of these aren't that good. So you're going to come here. I'm glad that we didn't build that Barbier building there. We're going to grab these nitrates. We're going to stop importing you, and we're going to get to our next tuber farm, because we got to think about where city number 3 is going to come from here at some point. And then we're going to end turn. And next turn we're going to find our next city, and we could build this immediately, which would be great for starting on the terraforming progress. So here, found, +9 support, beautiful. Do I have enough power to do both of these? I do. I have exactly enough power to do both of these. So we want a house to go here and here. And we want houses to go everywhere. Like, everywhere here would be a good house. Which means we're going to have to sacrifice one wing of this area, and I think it's going to have to be this wing. So we'll do gas factory, because a house can go here. These can be buffer buildings. So you go here, you go here. That gets us titanium, it gets us tritium. The titanium is going to be the more important of the two. But I'd really like to hit 10 nitrates next turn to build the farm, which I can do. I can explore this tile. So you're off, you're on. And then if we get lucky with exploration, we actually also kind of need to take this, so that we can explore enough tiles to win. This actually makes titanium more important. Do I have anywhere that's titanium and nitrate? No. No such luck. I feel like the titanium is actually more important than getting the farm building down right now. Which would incentivize me to do something like this. That also gets me closer to the resonance station, and I'm also going to switch you on to science here just temporarily, because I'd like to get this building down, because we're definitely choked on power a little bit right now. And then if you go here, in 2 turns we can build the titanium deposit. Because we're only getting 2 power per turn. We could take a school and we could put it on the anomaly. And then we'll have a house here that'll get support from it. We just can't bulldoze that rock yet. And then we can't use this turn because we need to save our power. So instead, I think we might make a treatment center. We'll throw one of it out and we'll put the other one here. And that'll just give us a little bit of an extra cushion on our support. And then we need to throw something out, which is a problem. No, we can throw one of these out. It's not that good. This is the landing pad we wanted. So we should probably take it, even though we're not going to build it this turn. We want this mine to go down instead. And then, do we want to put down the Pierre Barbier building? I think we do, because it's just going to be 4 free support, and we can bulldoze it later. So give me one of you, and you can just go here. And then if we bulldoze it later, that's fine. And then we actually do have enough titanium to build you, which is great. So what else can we export? We can export our water pretty safely at this point. I would love to just go to 4 power, so that we can start working on this tritium deposit. Although we could explore here next turn. So actually maybe we should do this, and then we should hope that either this hint of power or this hint of power is enough for us to build this tritium mine. And then I think our economy is actually in a pretty good place. We definitely need more stuff. We definitely need more titanium. We definitely need more food. And we're definitely going to need a little bit more support. But I think we're in an okay spot. So satellite here, that's +3. Spend 2 on here, that's +3. We're 1 short. But we can also do this, which is nice. And then we can also do this, which is nice. You're gonna go... excuse me? Right, I'm gonna need a robot hub here. It's a problem, because I'm not gonna have enough titanium to do that. Unless I'm willing to sacrifice the tritium deposit, which I am, now that I look at my economy. I'm actually very willing to sacrifice that tritium deposit to put down another robot hub. Because we have 16. I don't need to spend it on anything. I'll take Cyanophyta pretty happily. I'll take robots pretty happily. I would like tritium, but I don't want to spend so much power that I can't put the robot hub down. Which means the only tile that I can explore is this one. And then we're at 6. We can put a robot hub here, and that's fine. And then we can put the research center here, and that's fine. And then we get an additional expansion here, which will just be a nice blank elevated tile for us if we get a power building. And we could also grab a nitrate mine if we wanted, or a crystal cave, which would give us a pretty decent support bump if we decided we wanted that, and we don't need more silicates. So we may actually want that at the cost of 8 titanium. Titanium's the issue. We're going to need more of it from somewhere. I do think I'll expand there proactively, though. We'll also need to dike it eventually, but that's fine. We can take care of that at our leisure. I don't have enough... No, I do have enough trade routes to do that if I decided I wanted to. I don't have the titanium intake. But 40 nitrates would be... Well, it would be okay. It wouldn't be great. I don't think I can afford to do that. Just give me the 5 support. I would love to spend a bunch of water on this oxygen factory, but I think I need to take a development center. Oh god, and there's a photovoltaic field here. Wow, this is a good pick. Oh man. What's even the best thing to take here? I'm pulled towards Oxygen Factory because I can put it down now. Development Center is probably the best long term, and then Photovoltaic Field is probably the best for just fixing our economy. I feel like I gotta take the building that's good now and hope that the rest sorts itself out. I'm gonna try that as a heuristic and we're gonna see how it goes. So you can come over here. When we have 10 silicates, you can come here and then we'll save up for a house here. I have 1 power, which means I will be generating 2 science this turn. And then what are we saving up for right now? We're saving up for this mine. Just because it would be nice to have some tritium. That could be one of our exports. We could take it off of science. Actually, I'll just do that now. Beatrix, you've done better than I expected. Thank you for your help. And this is pretty much exactly what we wanted, right? For every permanent project proposal increases you do, increase the amount of projects you can research by 1. This is project proposal, so we just need to sell a ton of projects, and then we've kind of like built ourselves a discard engine, and all we need to do is place down as many development centers as possible. That seems great. I would love to do that. I would also love this big hint of titanium. Wow, 10 power is really good too. And then you can show me 2 extra projects this turn as well. Well, first of all, let's get this mine up. Second of all, I'd really like to get a rover exploration center going, because we do need to explore a lot of tiles. Oh, these are all so good. I want the train station, I want the satellites, I want the water. I love combined living centers because they're robots. Oh, everything is so good. Research center would be really good, because we get more project proposals. I think our biggest bottleneck to actually winning the game is going to be, can we explore enough tiles? Which means I kind of need to take exploration satellites. And we'll start working on that. And then we're also going to get one of these rover exploration centers going, for basically exactly the same reason. So that we can explore enough tiles to actually expand to win the game. And then give me +1 science here. It's been silicates, who cares? You're fine on that silicate income. And now we're probably going to be looking at trying to build that crystal cave. Okay, now I feel like I could take a photovoltaic field. Well, you should explore first, just so you can see more projects. Show me the titanium. Do any of these projects change your mind? No, they don't. I think you still take the photovoltaic field even though there's robots there. Because you already have robots in hand whenever you decide to use them. And power is always going to be your limiter long term. You know this from like every other game that you've played ever. So we'll prep a tile to put the photovoltaic field, and then we'll just keep saving up our silicates for a rainy day. I'd also like to find a tile to expand to in Arabia, so that I can build a city there, and then we will be at our 3rd city of 9 climate zones. Because we're almost at 30 food. And we're kind of starting to run out of space in Barbier Outpost. Okay, always check projects. Road Paver Depot is really good. But then so is a CO2 factory. But then you don't have any realistic way of building it. I think you might actually need to take food here. Like, you're miles away from this. You're miles away from this. This isn't really that good because you're not building houses. I think your food income is going to be a problem long term if you're really going to found 7 cities. So let's get that taken care of now. And then we'll come out here and we'll give you one of those. To also fix that pending issue. And then roll me. We definitely explore here. We definitely take power here. That's a tritium deposit and fertile soil. Despite the fact that it's a plain and it's going to hammer us on unhappiness, it's a good tile. You just grab stuff that's cheap. That's 11 silicates. I need one more. Explore any silicate tile, preferably one that's far away. Like this is pretty far away. And then this comes here. We're 8 power per turn. I'd like a little more, but that's a really good spot to be in. I don't think we need to prioritize power that much more heavily at this point. And then I can also found you this turn. Am I prepared to do that mentally? I think so. So you're going to go, like, here. We're going to get dinged on support for it, but when we get 10 nitrates, we're going to go here, and I can actually just build this mine this turn. So now we've got 2 tritium income per turn. That is now our dump resource. And red tritium may end up being our robot city, where we finally put our robot ingenuity center, because if we let this tile flood, and then this is also underwater, this can turn into our port city, and we can expand to a bunch of different tiles based off of it. Which actually I guess wouldn't matter for the Robot Ingenuity Center. I've changed my mind. It actually doesn't matter. Gain 10 science when you increase the terraforming parameter will eventually pay for itself. That's too expensive. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. It's a crazy project. We're building a synergy. And then I'd like to explore, and then I'll probably be taking that water project. I should be figuring out where I want to expand to next as well. Solus has a mineral cave, titanium deposit, silicates deposit. If this is a city location, we love that for us. Even more so if it's good. And then we take you. It is good. It's good enough to use. This is our next city. We do new scientific fields. And now, like, we want to discard as many projects as possible. That's basically our game plan. Yeah, we've constructed an interesting synergy here. You're kind of weird. Where would I put you? I would love to found this city and put you here on top of a silicates deposit, to be honest. That would get us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles for free. At the expense of 1 silicate, which I don't really care about. I think that's too good to pass up. We just need food. And I probably should have done this in the other order, because now I'm going to see a bunch of projects that I can't take. But I still think that's the best play that we had. Let's go fix Brasilia and hope it's not that bad. 3 power, 3 titanium kind of... Well, this is free. That's... I would rather not. And that we can't even afford to do. It's a pretty bad Marsquake. I should explore nitrates next turn, probably. Otherwise, people are going to be big mad. There's a million fertile soil spots in that new city, so we're probably going to take Greenhouse Farm. But can you just show me nitrates, please? No, you're unwilling to show me nitrates. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. I'll take a bus station instead, actually, because I've got this tuber farm I can put down. That's also 2 fertile soil locations. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well, let's see here. I'm just thinking. You are a pretty bad tile, so I'm going to take the -1 support on you to finally get our bacteria spreader down. And we're going to start working on heat. Then I would like to satellite and just find like anything, really, but God, primarily nitrates. Or titanium. Titanium wouldn't be that bad either. Then we could build our second rover exploration center. We got titanium here. I'll take it. We got big titanium. Okay. I see you. This is refugees? We can't do refugees, man. We don't have the food for refugees, and we don't have the cities for refugees. And we need 4 trade routes to finish this, but like we do have... We have exactly enough tritium to do this. And we've definitely got the power income to do it, but we don't have the trade routes to do it. But if we were to take launch pads every time we saw them, then we could. Or we could have a trade embargo, which also wouldn't really matter because we're working on projects right now. A 50 heat, 50 atmosphere is really good, and 5 trade routes is really good, but it takes us 25 turns. So that would be done at like turn 54 unless we really accelerate our pace here. Give me Inspirational Explorer just so I can see what else I'm working with here. Nothing really speaks to me, except for a research center, which is like interesting synergy. So we take this. Oh, this is a hard choice. I definitely have the tiles to support more landing pads, and I'll definitely have the cities to support more landing pads. But what would I be missing out on? I'd be missing out on a terraforming project, which is going to help my support, and I would be basically missing out on finishing satellites. Oh, I'm going to gamble on it. Right, so if we fail, we just can't trade for 10 turns. Like, if we refuse, then we can't trade for 10 turns. If we take this and fail, we waste power and tritium that we're generating excess of energy anyway, and then we get the same refusal. So, like, why wouldn't we? Is my thinking. And now, anytime we see a launch pad, we take it. It's just that simple. Really could use food. It's hard to turn down the synergies that are present here. It's really hard to turn down the synergies that are present. Let's take a look at this and see if it's also water. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need either of you. Do I care more about robots, or do I care more about a hilarious number of projects? Because we get science every time we do that. Like, we could have a preposterous amount of science if we just keep building research centers, and they kind of feed into each other. Let's do it. It's funny. It is going to flood. So red tritium is going to be our water base. I'll happily take extra power. You need a bus station, I think. Because I want that rich soil, I want that rocky plains. I might grab that sandstone and hope that you're a flooded tile, because then... I hope that you're not a flooded tile, because then I could build a dock here. No matter what, you're going to need a bus station. So, let's just bite the bullet on that one and get it over with. Up your tritium income. I would love to turn this into an egg complex, so we'll save up our water. And then we need to pivot to working on you. We almost have to take a development center here, I think. Until our synergy gets off the ground. Yeah, because now we can take it and then we can take another project for free. Take you, and then I can just take you. Alright, the combo is slowly being assembled. This is good. And you, I think, are going to be the robot city. Because you're on the plains and people are going to hate it here. Which means you're where the Robot Ingenuity Center is going to go, and you'll be able to grab all these tiles, and it'll be a great time. You can have a maglev station later, and you'll just be loving life over there. But that also means we save our Android hub for you, so I don't think we have anything else to do for this turn. Except hope and pray that we get landing pads from, like, literally anywhere. Constructing mines would be nice. I honestly don't think I can afford the support penalty on mine venting because we're losing support right now. But Aisha's not that good either, so we might just take Henry and either, like, explore or import CO2. And then we happily take robots, and we also take a rover optimization center, and we put it here. I would love to get an extra tile out of Barbier Outpost. So, like, I could put you here, which would let us take this tile and this tile, although we might need to found a city there. Let us take this tile, this we could take a support negative here. God, I need a train station for Barbier so bad. I'm just thinking. Just hold, everyone hold on. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking about it. You're a city location. So we could claim this and build a dock here. If we wanted. But like this synergizes so well with this guy right now, and there's so much stuff down here he could explore. Nah, I got it. I'm just gonna pull the trigger on it. Don't think, just press buttons. Build a mine. Take this aquifer. Drain it, because you're not gonna build a mine on it. And then, oh, that's all my titanium, huh? Yeah, alright, easy come, easy go. We'll find more. We'll get more titanium and then we'll be fine. You simply have to. You simply have to take that. And then I think you take this just for fun. And then you figure out where to put this bad boy. Because you haven't left yourself a lot of options. No, you really haven't, but it has to go down this turn. Well, if you put it here, you get a free silicate export. That's not great. If you put it here, you get a free water export. That's not great. If you put it here, you get a free nitrate export, but then you have to figure out where your rover exploration center is going to go. You might also get a free water out of it later. But that's not great, because you kind of want your nitrates. You would like to put it in a place where you get free tritium, which actually might be here, even though we take a -1 from it. Because then you'll also get silicates later on, and that would be good because it's gigantic. So I think you do that. We go like this, we get a free export, and now we can really double up on the amount of stuff that we're sending to import CO2. The earlier we finish that project, the earlier we can actually start flooding the planet to get some nice support bonuses. And then you honestly just explore anything. You also honestly just explore anything. I need a food cache. That's not going to matter. We're going to have 30 next turn. Keep the water coming as well. Because we're going to spend 10 on this city next turn. Okay, -40. Getting a little scary. Let me think on that for a second. Let's get you down first. Woof. Okay. Sure, go to -48. Put these down for fun synergies and get a bunch of bonuses of stuff. 7 science per turn. Every time we put one of these down, we get +2 science per turn, which is crazy. And then we need titanium. So any hint of titanium is good, so that we can build this Android hub, so that we can really just start all this. We really want to get to that, man. That's 2 titanium per turn. These are cheap explorations. And then what are we picking? We kind of have to take exploration satellites. 20 titanium. Realistically, we're not going to be able to do that anytime soon, so grab this. And it's okay to sell projects now, because every time we sell projects, we get project proposals, and every time we get project proposals, we get projects you can research, and every time you get more projects you can research, you get science. Yeah, we've built the engine. But this is important. So we definitely do that, and then we use this to import titanium, because we need this Android hub. And we have about 10 turns to live. So we're also going to need to work on a more long-term solution to our own survival. I don't want to spend my water, because I really want to get this hydroponics farm down. It's really hard to just say no to more fun science synergies. So do something like this. Give me one of these, give me one of these. That's 7 food per turn. Then, I need an expansion tile first. Oh. I can do it. Go here. You get a robot hub now, which can just go here. We're never going to build soil factories there. You come here. You're not going to be a mine. You go here. And then save this one, because you don't need to spend it here, because you're about to get it for free with your expansion hub. Yes, correct. Okay. If this place is getting a maglev, 100,000%. Next turn you'll have enough power to place your expansion hub. It just means you're going to have to import CO2 next turn. Nitrate asteroid, I don't care, and also my trade routes are kind of spoken for right now. Robots are good synergy. Development center's fun. Hydroponic farm is food. I think I have to take these 3. Then you go here. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I want to save room for you for robots, which means I'm going to come over here to put a research center down. 9 science per turn. I would love to get more nitrates. And then the next city that we found needs to be in a new climate zone. That's a lava tube. There's nothing interesting going on, but it would be nice for blocking atmosphere. I'll import CO2 to keep my support up. Do I need power? Do I have a Highland tile? You do, but you wanted to use it on the Rover Exploration Center. Actually, you have a second Highland tile. It's gonna ding you a support, but I would trade 1 support for 2 power per turn. We can just put a bus station in there later. I'm not sweating it. Okay, I should maybe be sweating it. That's pretty bad. We take train station. We take development center. We destroy 2 projects. Everyone just chill for a second. We're gonna get through this together. Titanium. Rover Museum, yes, please. That's good support. You can go pretty much anywhere you want. Right? 5 support, 1 science per turn. Yeah, you can go like anywhere. I need to increase my pop here. That's fine, I can do that. But now you can't place it. Let me think about that again. Hang on. I also think we need to be grabbing support tiles. And maybe building guided tours. Holy cow, this city's crazy. I should have waited. Like, Well, no, you had good fertile soil too, but this is a crazy city spot. Silicates, tritium, fertile soil, water. Holy. Now, I do have enough titanium to get this rover exploration center down, and we do still need to keep expanding. And also, like, exploring at the same time. Am I comfortable spending 9 titanium on it, though? It's a question. This is also 2 titanium per turn, which I might not be able to turn down. No, I think you gotta. You actually need to save your titanium for that mine. I'm gonna wait. I'm too scared. I'm gonna wait. You have to take that. You kind of have to take this dock so you have it when you need it. Lads, I think we're gonna lose. It's okay, because I know why. But I think we're gonna lose. Just as a heads up. Just mentally prepare yourself for the fact that I think a loss is imminent. I would need power for that. Can I find a hint of power? Because I am at 4. I just need you to give me 2 power. Thank you so much. Because then I can do this, and then I can go nuts on the project proposals, or the project researches. And then I can come back in here and be like, I still don't need any of you. Give me another science. We're up to 10 science per turn. Unfortunately, generating 10 science per turn is not going to win us the game. We gotta get back onto this. You have 0 power. You're gonna have to import CO2. We're a long ways away from any terraforming thresholds that are going to save our life. It's funny. It would be like the right pick if we weren't about to die. And then more food would be nice. Now, one of you had fertile soil. Was it you? It was. You can come here. You can come here. 11 science per turn. I don't even know what I need anymore. Titanium, I guess. Always titanium. I'll take a couple free terraforming parameters. It's not bad. No, I think we're probably cooked. I think we're probably cooked in a severe way. A landing pad. Kinda have to. A combined living center, maybe we're not... Well, no, we're still gonna die. But I'm gonna take it anyway, because it's a good idea. And then a hyperloop, we wanted that. And then robots are a good synergy. We kind of want that. We kind of need this landing pad. Take you, take you. Head back to New Brasilia. So why are we dead? Like, what's gone wrong? Well, you'll notice that that's the first house that I've built. It's turned 39, and that's the first house we've constructed. Houses are your primary source of support income, alongside terraforming projects, which are kind of like the thing that gets you into the mid-game. We have fallen horrendously behind on them. And because we've fallen horrendously behind on the main thing that generates your support income, we are having what could be considered by some experts to be a bad time. So the thing that needed to get fixed here is we needed to be building more houses, and we needed to be prioritizing food income way earlier than we were. Otherwise, we wouldn't have fallen so far behind. But we are pretty behind the 8 ball at this point. And despite the fact that we've built a hilarious science-based synergy, I don't think it's going to be enough to claw us out of this hole. The only thing I can think of doing is something like this. If we can finish this project fast enough, which we can, then maybe the support bump we get from water will keep us alive long enough to get the support bump from oxygen, will keep us alive long enough to get the support bump from temperature. It's the only thing I can think to do, and it's a bit of a long shot, but we will try. I don't actually think I want any of these. I might take delivery drones just because they are support plus they're a robot. But the rest of it, I can't. So where would you give the most support right now? You would destroy a natural monument there. You would destroy a school there. You only contribute to one house there. You only contribute to one house here, but this is going to be Robot Town, so I think you're going to be more valuable in this spot. And then I really need some power. I should avoid spending power this turn so that next turn I can build a spaceport. I want to keep... This should actually be a really cheap exploration. Grab that one on the cheap, and then grab this one on the expensive. Wow, we can actually do it this turn. That's crazy. So this gets us a titanium export, which is not bad. We are at +4 right now. And then later it could get us a water export as well. Okay, everyone just hold on, okay? Everybody just chill for a second. Just relax. 26 science, 26 power. It's actually so doable. it's actually within our grasp. I don't care. I need to do this for support. I know that it's harder to generate heat. I need to do this just for the +2 support. I'm so scared. Oxygen production by 1 for every 3 oxygen is going to be pretty good. It's going to be hard to turn that down. And then you give me +5 science on your explorer. Oh, research 2 extra projects this turn is funny, though. Give me a second. No, this is the more sane choice. Chasing the science synergy has almost killed us like 2 or 3 times this run. I can't keep doing it. Give me robots, give me spaceport. I can't spend the power. Give me a bus station when I can't afford to spend the power. We have 1 titanium. We're gonna have to start diking all of this stuff soon. So just be ready for that. Let's just take care of that now. Then I don't have to worry about it for a while. And then I would like to explore and study. What's the cheapest place I can do it? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3. I'm going to do it out here for 4 because these are the water tiles, and these are what are going to lead our total location zone to victory at the end of the game. Also in 2 turns I can settle a new city. Have I found anywhere worth settling? That's pretty good. I do need to explore 3 tiles, but that's not a bad spot. We'll probably keep an eye on that. And then I gotta put some quality time into you. I would like to import water, and I can found a city next turn if I get... Oh, I can actually found a city next turn. Ship it. I'm no longer doing math. I'm taking every landing pad I see. Robots are good synergy. I literally don't need laboratories anymore. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's a laboratory here that can get bulldozed at this point in the game. Yeah, this is so unnecessary to the game now. Like, should you just be 2 more robots? No, you should be a bus station. Because then I can get rid of these 2 unhappiness penalties. Can I afford to spend that power? Not really. But it's fine. Because it gets you support back. And then grab your black sand, harvest it, and now we gotta find the poles. You'll be fine as a spaceport, as a landing pad. Flood the planet. Hold on, do your math. Hey, hold on, I'm getting a calculator. Right? Calculator. We need to import 37 plus 38 resources to this project. That is 75 total. We have 11 turns to do it. We need 7 trade routes per turn. We can't afford to take turns off of this project right now, because we only have 8 trade routes to give in the first place. So we actually need to like commit almost all of our resources to this and finish it, or we're going to lose our window to do it. Then, you come down here. It's a long exploration, but I just need you to trust me. Get all 3 of these. Then, found a city. You're going to go here. You're neutral on support. We're going to bulldoze that rock next turn. We'll get access to anomaly and fertile soil, and we'll have more space to expand. You can also have one of these bad boys. We're making 15 science per turn. See if I care. Throw them in the trash again. And we did take a dock. So, really, our biggest priority right now should be flooding the planet, so that we can get access to exploring out here. We should keep an eye out for a shipwright as well, or a shipyard, or whatever it's called. I think the cities are going to happen... Oh my god, a combined living center is great. I think the cities are going to happen in time. I think maybe we should keep taking food buildings, just to make sure. I think you're funny. We'd need to take you, because the planet needs to get flooded. And we'll take you, because you're a robot. Destroy this rock. Build a research center. We want you to be a house. You can come up here. That's 2 food. You could be a nice combined living center, but you could also be a nice combined living center here. Next turn we take oxygen. That will buy us enough time to take heat, and hopefully after we do that, it'll take us enough time to get another level of ocean. We also need a dike. That's done. Now we need titanium. +2. Sure. Anything else cheap? 2? Sure. And then we have 10 spare water. I don't think I'm going to build you. I think I'd rather build a agricultural complex on this rich soil than spend 10 water on +1 food. I could instead spend 24 water on 3 food. That's a much better rate of return. Do I need anything else in here? I don't think so. Take a dock, just in case. Plankton's great at this point. The water projects are great at this point, but I can't hold them. Shipwright is huge. Development center is free, functionally. Miner's Cottage is potentially a lot of support as well. I'll take one of those. Expansion tiles might be important. Bacteria spreader is also kind of free at this point. I can still research 5 projects. This is a weird game. Here, I'll take 5 science if you don't mind. Okay, so bacteria spreader is free. Where did it go? Here it is. You come down here, you give us a bonus for oxygen while you're active, but you give us +2 support if we just go and place you somewhere. So let's get that out of the way first. Heat increments in 4 turns. 6 and 4 is 24. It's going to be really close. It's going to be really, really close. We need to find a place to get support, and I think it's going to come from this combined living center. We have 8 power. We're spending 4 per turn. We don't need to place the hyperloop right now. That's just kind of like, do it before the end of the game and you'll be fine. So instead, let's try and do this. And rush this agricultural complex to get another +3 food and then dike it. And then the only 2 things we need to still dike are this landing pad. And I'm gonna flood this mine. I'm gonna leave it. I don't need to destroy it yet, but I'm gonna let the floodwaters claim it. Because I can build the shipwright. And then I can just build a water mine on it. So we waste like a little bit of resources, but if we dike this, we couldn't build a shipwright here because it wouldn't be a water adjacent tile. So that's okay. That's fine. And then we can play a development center for free. Because it's funny. I need to increase my pop. Alright, fair enough. Good point. I really want to save these spots for houses. You are only giving me 4 support per turn. No, you need it. You're crazy. You need that 4 support per turn. You also need this 4 support per turn. True, true. That's pretty true. That tile doesn't do anything and it's elevated. Worth remembering. Worth remembering. I don't think I have anything else I can place. I think I'm just going to end turn. What do you have for me now? You have free power. Convenient. I'm not going to found this city simply because we need climate zone cities. Like, as good as it is, I can't afford to spend 30 food and 10 water on something that's in the same climate zone. So unfortunately you're gonna have to go. And then, even though heat is more difficult to generate, I want to take advantage of Isabella's you get more oxygen per oxygen perk while it's here. So you're gonna go there. You are going to go here. God, you're only +1 in support here. Oh, you're only +1 there too. I have to do it here for +10 support. It's not where I need the expansion slots, but what I do need is to live. You have nothing. But neither of these are going to be expansion tiles. I think I might still put a city there. Just so I can claim this tile. And I can finally put the rover exploration center there. You're fine. You're chilling. I can't put anything there. You need more people. Can't put anything in New Brasilia. Blue Vastatates, I really want to save these squares for people. Or robots, but I guess if you have the maglev, it's fine. Heat increments in 3 turns. We will be alive unless our support increases. There's a likely chance it's going to rise in the next turn. If it rises and it's like -100, we're actually just dead. We need heat to increment. So let's hope that doesn't happen, I guess. I don't think I care about any of these. I'll take 9 science, please. Oh, man. I'll take 10 science, please. Okay, we're actually dead. Unless I get something that gives me a ton of support literally this turn. Like a house? Support per rocks? That's not gonna cut it, man. That's not even gonna come close to cutting it. You know what I really needed this game? Is I needed that science project that gives you support for every science project you sell. We would have gone to the moon. Well, it's maybe all hope is not yet lost. Grow trees. We live for 2 more turns. That actually kept us alive. I need another water project, actually. If I can get a second water project and rush build them, we could hit the next threshold and that would keep us alive a little longer. It's risky, but it just might work. It might come at the expense of this project, but it just might work. No water project. Okay, we die. Well, no, we have 1 more turn to live, because the heat's going to increment. I don't have enough nitrates to take another plant spreader, despite the fact that I'm getting a ton of support from that. I do feel like I need more food, though. But I don't have nitrates for that. I don't really have the power for a gas factory. I guess I'd take like an entertainment center. Hey, don't get me wrong, we're on the ropes right now. But we're not tapped out yet. We really got to start exploring into the water, because I need this game to end, like, quickly. I need to found my last couple cities, and then I just need this game to be over. Big crater? Sure. You can go here. And then you can have one of these. I love the sound it makes. Get rid of you, build you. Come here, build you. Come here, build you. Come here. Don't build you yet, and we might actually just extract you for ocean. That'd put us at 30, you'd put us at 50. If we could find 1 more water deposit to extract like this, we could, it's only -1 if I do it with Barbie. We could increment water by 1, which would allow us to get the boats going, which is going to be a death sentence unless we know that we can win for sure that turn. Okay, actually, 38 science for a GMO lab? Is that better than +1 radiation? It's gonna cost us a little support, but I think the food is more important. Like, we're not gonna die to -4 support, okay? It's not gonna happen. You're a new city that I can't put anything in because there's too many rocks in the way. But I could put you, like, here. +20 science per turn. Pretty good. Okay, next turn heat increases. Great news. That's only +100 support. We're actually still kind of boned. I thought it would be way more than that. Now we need to rush ocean now. Although this is 18 support per turn? And 1 comfort of living? But I don't have 20 power. But it's 18 support, and the science is free, you have to kind of take it. You could also build a miner's cottage next turn. That would help. You could. This is free. Hang on. Wait. So maybe we've got plays. We may have plays. This is a support threshold if we put you down. Minus 104. If I had 30 nitrates, I could build another plant spreader, which would be kind of good. So maybe we should focus on that. We cannot restart that volcano. We've depleted all of our tritium. Okay, so to live, I need tritium first. First, I need tritium. To live, we need to do this. We need to take one turn off the project. We need to breach that aquifer. And we need to breach this aquifer. It is going to take us to 0 water income per turn, which is going to be something we need to fix later. But for now, who cares? We kind of need the terraforming parameter. And then also, what do you do? You're not going to be good there. I can't place you there. You don't work there. Literally, we don't need 1 science per turn anymore. You should be this instead. It's actually much better. Okay, next turn is an important turn. Yeesh. Hold on. Wait. Oh, these aren't science. Oh, if only they were science. It'd be so much better if they were science, man. Well, food is probably still going to be pretty good. Oh, can you imagine? We actually just like would have been saved on the spot. We have to take you. Food is also support now. Remember that. It's food, water, and something else. What was it? Food, water, and nitrates is all support. So if you see a cheap food, water, or nitrates building, you kind of take it. Like, I think you take it. You take it. You don't take it, it's too expensive. You research, you discard 11 projects. Then you go like this. You're fine. You extract this. You destroy this mine. You extract this. You go to water 2. 200 support. Then... Oh, I have to do one more. No, I can build a... I can do a dock. I don't have enough expansion tiles for a dock. You can get enough expansion tiles, though. You go here. You go here for minus... Oh, you don't have the power. Do this. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. You definitely do that. You also, like, you need to keep your tritium up. You also wouldn't mind spending your black sand. You also wouldn't mind finding a hint of power. No, a hint of power doesn't matter. You need 10 power for a dock. Give up on that idea. That's foolishness. Sure. 10 nitrates. You could, well, Okay, this needs to leave your hand. This needs to get built next turn. And it needs to get built 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Probably here. This rock needs to go, and then this needs to get built here. It's going to be like 20 support. I still think we're dead. But we might not be like, totally dead. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, man, send it. It's support. Who says no to support? I can still research a project? No. I refuse the premise. It's food and support, so you take it. It's good, so you take it. It's not playable currently, so you don't take it. It's funny. It's oxygen and atmosphere, and you can build it on water. I think you take it. Do I have any good Highland tiles right now? Yeah, but it's a sandstone. You could get rid of a bacteria spreader, honestly. I could. I could get rid of a bacteria spreader for another 3 power. I could be persuaded for sure. And then you still need to found 3 more cities in 15 turns. Well, I guess let's prepare to do that. Holy cow. 2 fertile soil and titanium. Power, please. You actually just break even. I needed it. Needed to explore a hint of power there. I'll put down you instead. 12 support per turn, I'll take it. I don't have a choice but to take it. I think this isn't going to end up being better than you are. Just because it gives us more food. We now have 20 food per turn, so I'm like, dude, honestly, I'm chilling on founding 3 more cities. We may, if I can find a way to not die to support, we might win. But I think I'm going to die to support in 2 turns. Because all of, well, no, I think I'm going to die to support in 2 turns. Yeah, I think I'm going to die to support very, very soon. Construct dock for free. Would have been useful a while ago. Gain 20, well, gain 25 support every time you explore. I could also build a second miner's cottage. You do only have 2 mines. You only have 1 mine now. You only have 1 mine. So where do I get the support to live? I don't think you do. Just gamble, man. 158, that's not gonna do it. Whoo. One of you? Give me one of you, it's +3. You never know. No, we're gonna die. We're dead, man. Oh, we built a neat synergy. We had 21 science per turn, 20 food, but we died to not building houses fast enough. It's as simple as that. And honestly, I feel like if we build a good engine, we really don't need to worry about how quickly we expand on cities. I think we can pretty safely disregard what's going on with that. Unfortunately, that's all I really had time for tonight. So we're going to have to end this one on a negative note. It's been a while since I've lost a game of Terraformers, but I think we both learned a lot, and we were reminded of some things. So I will catch you guys around next time I've got time to record one of these guys. Hopefully we'll move through Expansionist 36, which, like, historically I haven't been that great at Expansionist. And then we will enter into the end game, the Mastery 45s, and we will see how many of those we can make it through. But until then, I've been Chef. If you like this format of video where we're doing recordings instead of streams, do let me know in the comments or on the Discord. I would love to accommodate my content to the stuff that you guys would like to watch. But until then, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.